Hey there everyone, Luke here. I apologise once again for this review, not for this review being a little bit late, but been tired over the last few days, so I figured, hey, got time tonight, might as well do it now. The other thing that I want to talk about is that I thought that the Doctor Stone chapter will be this week, but no, it's this coming week. So on Sunday we'll have the next Doctor Stone chapter, and obviously I'll be doing a review of that alongside the Mission Yozakura family, and also as well, like I've been saying, I'll be doing the season 3, What's the Difference, Core 2, and then just talk about Doctor Stone in general with party jams and hopefully effects on the Control Chaos channel. But also as well on that channel, got some ideas going with Red as well. So it involves a certain series that I'm a fan of that I said I was going to review, but I've decided to change for another one. Like, Party Jams knows what it is, and yeah, come and join us on Discord server. It's on my Twitter page, the pinned link to the Discord server. So please come and support us. But without any further ado, let's get into talking about this chapter. Okay, so this will be chapter 206 titled The Twin Secret Mission, and with that title I've got some things to say about this chapter because Pie Jams knows what I'm going to be saying. We talked about on Discord, and I know he's going to be watching this, so yeah, some things that I'm a little bit like Pie Jams was complaining about some of the side characters not being focused on in the wedding mini arc, and yeah, this is a part of the story that I'm like, yeah, no, don't really like this. I don't really like this. What happens in this chapter with what Hirofumi says. But anyway, some things I do like. For example, the color page, an amazing color page, just featuring Tile in his pure spring blooming form. Just him completely white, and also like white, sort of like energy bursting off him. So pretty cool page on their part. So anyway, it starts off with recap. Hirofumi and Alpha have collected the stamps, and they can now officially join Tayo and everyone on the mission, and we have Alpha going on and saying, "Why are you so moved that you're? What are you so moved that you're crying again? No, we don't want any more crying of Hirofumi." But of course, Hirofumi is just like, just doing her best to be like sneaky and like, this all went according to plan. Okay, Hirofumi, you're not Aizen. Not everything has to go according to plan with you. But I can understand why she's thinking that way, because this is something that she wanted to. More so her than Alpha, but Alpha was willing to still go along with it because of the fact that him and Hirofumi are twins, like two sides of the same coin, so one can't be without, which must suck for Alpha. Like, if Alpha wants to go off and do something later in life, is it going to be a case of like, no, Alpha, don't go, I want it to be right? And he's going to be like, am I supposed to do everything with Hirofumi? Well, you're doing a pretty damn good job of starting off with it, Alpha. But I digress. We have everyone saying like, okay, now that that's settled, now that the twins have got the stamps, we can split up into the teams that investigate Dr. Mozu's lab, and we just have all the Yozakura adults being like, okay, who's going to go to? We're going to be doing rock paper scissors as we divide the adults first, and then we decide where Hirofumi and Alpha are actually going to go. And Hirofumi at this point is just like, yeah, Alpha, I obviously have a secret that I want to tell you and only you, so can we go and play some chess? And everyone is just like, they're up to something. Like, they could offer, like, the Yozakura adults are like, yeah, Hirofumi's up to something here. Like, do you really think we're gonna buy her? Like, yeah, he just wants to play chess out of the blue. And Alva's just like, yeah, this is hardly the time to play, but she's just like, I really want to right now. And I was just like, really? So as they're playing chess, and obviously wait a minute, what I'm saying, obviously, like, yeah, well, Hirofumi's white in this game, and Alpha is just like, okay, Hirofumi, level with me here. Why did you do that? It's obvious you wanted to talk to me in secret. why did you have to make up the bullshit excuse about having to play chess? You could have been more natural about it. So anyway, what is this all about? And Hiyofumi says to him, like, I've been thinking something for a long time, ever since I first heard about the grown-ups mission. I was like, I have to say I want to fight with everyone. If I don't, we won't be able to complete our mission, and that's bad. And Alfred's just like, wait a minute, what was our mission? Like, I thought we were only collecting the stamps. Now we've got our own private mission. And Hiyofumi says that, yes, our mission is that the two of us are going to beat out Asa. It's our twin secret mission. Okay. I've got a quote here. That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh that I have ever done, because that is not a plan, it's barely a concept. Yeah, I know that, no, a lot of people have used that, but seriously, this is a stupid plan. Like, you know what Asa is capable of. You know that he's got people out there, that he's probably gotten powerful himself. Do you honestly think in your mind that you can do this? And this is the part I was getting to, like, I hate this. Like, I hate this just the fact, because it just, like, this is just screaming, like, characters are gonna die, characters are gonna die, characters are gonna die. And it's just like, no, don't go there. Like, seriously, do not make this, like, the most obvious thing that it could be. And, yeah, Alpha is just, like, completely bamboozled by this. Before Hiyofumi goes on and says, the goats are trying to beat up a guy named Asa. No. No, they're not so much trying to beat him up as so much trying to kill him, essentially. Given all the crap that he's done to the family. Yeah, I'm not bloody surprised. But seriously, Hiyofumi, and okay, I'm glad that Hiyofumi acknowledges, like, this, that, no. Alpha is the one saying, but that's really trying. Yeah, see, Alpha is the one speaking sense here. And Hiyofumi counters by saying, that's why Mama interviewed us. No. It is Hiyofumi saying this. Like, okay, at least Hiyofumi is acknowledging how dangerous it is. Which is why Mutsumi wanted to interview them and told them to take good care of themselves. Which obviously is it's obviously a sign of just like, if you get into trouble with Asa and you had to try to save each other or us, save each other, like, this is just like one of the most frustrating, annoying things about this kind of situation, because it's just like, hey, if you guys ever were in a situation where it came down to you guys or us, take you guys and get out of here. And yeah, this is just screaming like some of the Yozakuras are gonna die. Like, I was more lenient in Last Shots, but this one is just like, no, it's big red flags here that some of them are gonna, whether Mutsumi is gonna die, which, given the nature of the Yozakura series, that wouldn't bloody surprise me. But whether or not it's Mutsumi, it's Tayo, it's Koreeda, it's someone is gonna die. Which, okay, if I had to bet on it, it's probably going to be Koreeda, because he is the most powerful of the Yozakuras. Like, I'm betting money on that now, that Koreeda is not going to make it out of this series alive. And just as if my rants couldn't get any more, like, I love the series, but there are things which you have to call out on sometimes, and this chapter is one of them. Like, I can understand now I honestly get why people are getting, like, frustrated about the twins hogging the spotlight. I get that now, because, okay, yeah, they are stronger than some of the average Yozakuras, as demonstrated when Hiyofumi was able to contain Koreeda with her untapped blooming potential. But at the same time, her saying this here, but we're going to protect them before the grown-ups get into a fight with Asa. We'll bleed them up so that they're never in danger. Like, no. Do not go there. Like, okay, I do love the series, but if we go there, that'll be one of the most BS things in the series. Like, I'm sorry, I apologize, but the twins being the ones to take down us before the adults, like, no. And I know they said, like, I know people saying, like, the twins are main characters now. They're the main characters now. Tayo's no longer the main character. Like, no. Tayo has to be the one to take down Asa. Tayo and Koreeda. Like, I wouldn't have it. I I don't want it to be any other way. Like, Tayo has to be involved, Karicha has to be involved. Like, the twins can still be involved, but they cannot be the ones to deliver the final blow to Asa. Like, that could just not happen. Like, it'll just be that. It'll just. I mean, I know Tayo's story is pretty much complete. It's probably taking on the role of the mentor, but he's still supposed to be the main character of the series. So he has to be the one. He has to be the one to take it. To take Asa down, and maybe, hopefully, when we get into next year's chapters, we might get back to more focused on Tayo chapters, which will help balance this all out. But at the same time, if this goes the way it is, like, not accepting it. But anyway, Alpha goes on and says, "That's what you've been thinking. That's what you've been thinking. Do you have any idea how complete?" Thank you, Alpha. Thank you for saying that. Like, even Alpha is probably the author probably was like, yeah, Hyofume is being incredibly stupid here. I need to have Alpha be the one to like be like, no, this is incredibly stupid. The grown-ups were against the two of us fighting. Were against the two of us fighting at all. They've already been super nice, going along with our selfishness up to this point, but now you want to beat Asa alone. That's total nonsense. You don't know. He's right. He is right, Hyofume. I don't care what you say. Don't care what prophecy that's about to come through, because there is a prophecy coming through. Don't care what prophecy says. This is a stupid plan, and I hate it when prophecies are just self-fulfilling like this, because it's just good. I said this on Discord, but this honestly reminds me of Ion from Power Rangers Sound Fury, where you have Master Green coming in and being like, Ion, you're the one who's destined to take down Lord Zed. You have to be awakened. You are the key to all of this. Without even indicating, like, you do not have to do this alone. And it's like that got to Ion's head. That boosted his ego, and it's the same thing that's happening here. It's the exact same thing that's happening here, which means something's gonna bad happen to these guys. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've just realised something. After we've done with Power Rangers and Control Chaos, I have to get through Naruto, and I know there's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening to us? Like, okay. Hyofume brings out the prophecy that says twin buds of the 11th spring. Okay, yes, they are included in the prophecy here. Their blossoms bolt out the morning, bring cherry blossoms into bloom. Like, yeah, it says that, but that doesn't mean I get that they're kids. I honestly get that they're kids and not figuring. But at the same time, they're smarter than the average kid. They should be figuring this out. Like, yeah, just because it says that there's twins and that doesn't mean we have to do it alone here, Fumi. Like, why isn't Alpha saying that? Okay, I'm calmed down now. Let's continue on. So, after Hyofume brings out this letter of prophecy, Alpha asks the million-dollar question, where the hell did you get that? And Hyofume explains that it was in that one room all the way on the far end of the house, like the forbidden room. And yeah, it's forbidden for a reason. Because if you go in there, find something that's related to you before you were even ready for it to be related to you, yeah, you're going to get a bit of an ego, like Hyofume did. And Alpha's like, yeah, that's the one room that Mama and Papa said we should never go in because it was full of a million traps. Yeah, this prophecy is obviously intended to trap you. Like, wait a minute. Did Asa write that prophecy? Put it in Momo's jacket, because this all comes from Momo's jacket. And did he plant this in order to get the kids to this point? Because if that's the case, then bravo Asa for thinking that far in ahead, and also for probably thinking like, yeah, they're probably gonna get that and do some bonehead stupid move, which will just make this even more easier. Which, okay, maybe Asa won't kill any of the Yozakuras, but probably will capture them. Like, he'll obviously capture them, but at the same time, yeah, this just screams that this is all Asa's doing here. Like, this is Asa's doing, and yeah, the kids are not meant to know about this. But anyway, Ayaka taught Hifumi how to unpick the lock, and it was a normal room, not even one trap. Yeah, the fact that it's not even one trap, that just indicates that, yeah, this prophecy is a trap for them, but still, it's still a little bit self-fulfilling, and I still stand by my rants that any self-fulfilling prophecy that relates to one particular person, that's just gonna get their ego boosted up. Like, I don't care if it's a trap or if it's not, it's still gonna affect them in a way. So anyway, she finds the prophecy in Momo's coat, like I said, which begs the question, how? Oh wait, no, because because Momo's head was the only thing that was captured by as yeah. So how did Asa get, like, if Asa did, like, just so many questions, and just I'm just trying to make heads and tails out of this. Unless Momo was the one that planned it in a way to get them prepared, because he probably knew about his grandkids. Like, it had to happen eventually. I had to find the one chapter that was just going to make me the most frustrated, and it's this one. And like I said, I can understand the frustration that people might have with this with this chapter of it just being like the kids getting a bit too big of an ego, which is going to be shot down in the biggest way possible. So anyway, Hifumi goes on and says that she thought the prophecy was a pretty little story, and she decided to keep it put away in her desk and forget about it. But when they met their aunts and uncles, they told us their stories, and she learned that there's a bad guy whose name means morning. So okay, so let's go back to that prophecy. Their bosses bolt out the morning. Okay, let's have a look at what bolt actually means. So if it will come up, oh, come on, bolt, meaning. A bar that slides into a socket to fasten a door, and short, heavy arrow shot from a crossbar. Fasten. So all the doors were locked and bolted. So basically, sealing. So it's trying to get in your mind that like their blooming will seal away Asa. No, but still, anyway, like I said, I don't like this self-fulfilling prophecy of them. She goes on and says, that made me think this story wasn't just a story. And she said, and she recites the prophecy, twin buds of the 11th spring, their blossoms bolt out in the morning, bringing cherry blossoms into bloom. 11th twins morning. I don't know why, but when I read this story, it sounds a lot about us and how we can beat Asa. So, no, it's not just going to be used. Okay, you may be a key, but you guys are not going to get the finishing blow on Asa. But this, again, still, positive things about the chapter. It pretty much gives away probably how Asa is going to get taken out. Like, they're probably going to have to seal him away permanently. How that will work, I have no idea. Whether it'll be a combination of Hilofumi's blooming and Koichiro's true spring blooming, that we'll just have to wait and see. And I love this, like, Alpha just being the straight man here, like, being like, yeah, talk about impossibly vague. It's too absurd. A strange story found on a strange piece of paper in a strange room. This clearly isn't normal, but come on, Alpha. When has the Yozakura family ever been normal? As they go on and discuss that, they should tell Papa and Mama, and Hifumi was like, no, they'll get mad for going at me where I wasn't supposed to. Super bad girl. Besides, if they find that out, that me and you were really trying to beat Asa, they might not as practicing the mission. Yeah, I'm not really surprised! Because they probably, unless they've probably already figured out, like, they're trying to beat Asa. Like, maybe, because we see Tao coming in later on, and he's probably been eavesdropping the entire time on this conversation and being like, okay, yeah, they're going to try and beat Asa, so we have to split these two up ASAP on this mission. That's probably what has gone down, which, if that's the case, bravo, Tao, bravo for not going with your daughter's stupid plan, if that's the case. They go and say, sure, they did let us go around and collect the snaps, but they still don't want us to let us do something that's actually dangerous. So we can't tell them, we can't let the grown-ups find out all about them, and we have to be a lot faster than them too. Yeah, you're not going to be faster than Koichiro. Like, you may be strong for your age, but you're not going to be faster than Koichiro or Fruitsville or Tile. Like, that's just not going to happen. And Hifumi finishes off by saying, we'll work together and beat Asa first. That is our twin secret mission. And, of course, Alpha basically, well, he doesn't slap his sister, but he just, like, the cheek thing of just feeling, how dumb are you? Like, I'm going to go along with this vague mission. I'm only doing this because you want it to happen. What's on this paper is crucial to Grown-Up's mission, not ours. We should give it to them and tell them everything, and including the part about what you were told not to. And he was just like, Alpha, you traitor! I thought we were meant to be brother and sister, twins, compatriots, combo attack, and everything. And Alpha's just like, I can only be a traitor when I didn't agree to be part of this in the first place, which is true. It's like, he's already going all along about this because Hifumi wanted this, but he never wanted this, so he can't necessarily be a traitor. It's just like, hey Dad, yeah, Hifumi's trying to do something here, that, and she took something that she shouldn't have, so you might want to rein her in a little bit, but of course, Tayo has obviously been listening in. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that he was listening in as he comes in. It's just like, hey, we've set on our teams, but he's obviously not telling her, yeah, I know what you guys are up to, and I'm going to be splitting you guys up. So after Tayo comes in, he obviously playing along with that. Oh, I thought you guys were meant to be playing chess here, and he'll finish like, no, yeah, and Alpha's, yeah, we were, Dad. I won, of course, but he'll we put up a good fight. I had to get serious for a minute, and at this point, Tayo's just like, okay, great, we're waiting for you in the next room. As Alpha's just like, okay, fine. If that's what you really want, I'll go along with it, at least until we get more information on what's going to be happening. Before we cut back to everyone in the room. In the room after deciding all the teams are together, as they go on and say, first and foremost, I doubt the grown-ups would have overlooked the information this important. That it looks like a prophecy, it's just your imagination. This little piece of paper is it's really just random nonsense. I'm sure of it. Like, no, Alpha. You don't understand how this goes. Like, this is obviously a prophecy, a self-fulfilling prophecy. Unless maybe it is a prophecy and I've just been like, but seriously, this whole chapter has just made my head just be like, ugh. And if you can obviously tell, I'm not the biggest fan of this chapter. Like, I have my issues with it. Even if it's not a self-fulfilling prophecy and it's obviously a trap, it still feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But anyway, he goes on and says, so I'll wait and see for now until things clear up and I know for sure. I guess I might go along with your dumb fantasy mission. And at this point, Alfred is just dragging Hifumi into the room, and Creature's like, oh, what took you to that? What's this, you two? It looks like you look just like me and Mutsumi. Creature, just shut up. Before he goes on and says, now then, let's begin the information gathering stage of this hunt for Asa. Differing our personnel up into the most efficient teams requires some time. As we have Futaba going like, yeah, differing teams, my butt. What took the longest was soothing so basically that having a jab of like, Creature, you just wanted to go with the twins, and for evidence, K go recording, and Creature's like, delete that right away. Before he goes on and says, anyway, originally we had planned to wait for Asa's attack and then retaliate, but we aren't obligated to follow his schedule. So yeah, that is one of the parts I do like, because you have sometimes people just be like, yeah, we're just going to wait for the enemy to attack, and it's just like, no, sometimes you need to take the you need to take the initiative and go and attack them, because you never know what could happen. They might not be expecting that. So anyway, they get ready to decide the teams, as we have Alpha and Hifumi pretty much thinking like, yeah, we can do this together and make everybody safe, as they keep thinking that they're going to be on the same team. But Creature throws a curveball, so the ones that will be investigating Dr. Mozu's lab for clues are Hifumi, Futaba, and Creature. And Hifumi's just like, what? I wasn't expecting that. I wanted to go with Alpha. I went to go with Alpha, which again relates to my theory of just like Tayo was listening in, knew what was going on and just went up to Creature and Futaba. Just like, yeah, these two are going to try and take down Alpha by themselves and protect us. Yeah, can we separate these two for this mission? And Creature's just being like, Creature probably had the argument with Tao the most, and Tao's just like, no, we need to do this. Like, because they're going to do something stupid, and Futaba probably coerced him into this, and Creature's just like, fine, we'll take Iofumi. Mainly because Iofumi, I would say, is more proficient for combat than Alpha, because she has the yo-yos, she has the latent blooming. So maybe this mission to Dr. Moses' lab might actually fully awaken her blooming. But anyway, the ones that will be staying at the academy and gathering intel and interrogating Dr. Moses will be Shion, Keigo, Shinzo, Nanano, and Alpha. And we have the parent squad, which I don't know what they're gonna be doing, but Musa was just like, will you come with me for a bit, Tayo? And Tayo's just like, sure. As we get the final scene of the chapter where Hirofumi's crying out, or just be like, wait, I don't get to be with Alpha. And Alpha's just like, yeah, that's totally what's going through her mind. So that's where the chapter ends, guys. And yeah, like I said, not a fan of this chapter. It had its good moments, but just Hirofumi getting so egotistical, this self-fulfilling prophecy that was never hinted at prior to this. And I mean, I know a lot of stuff doesn't get hinted at prior to this, but we should have at least known that. Yeah, we should have at least had an inkling that they had taken Momo's jacket. And maybe if we had a scene with Hirofumi and Alpha being told, like, have you guys been going in this room again? Ayaka, have you teaching them how to get into this room, because we don't want them getting in this room. So, yeah. Obviously, they had to have known about that prophecy, because why else would they seal off that door? Unless, like I said, Asa was the one that set it up and they knew about it, and it was like, well, we can't do anything about this now. Like, in that case, just tear it up. If they knew about it, just tear it up. But I could rant about this for days, but we haven't got these. So anyway, I guess now we're going to be mostly focusing on Hirofumi, Koricho, and Futaba going into Dr. Moses' lab, gathering intel, finding out about Asa, maybe doing the sneak attack on Asa. And this might actually lead to Futaba, maybe Koricho, but Futaba, but I'm more leaning towards Futaba being the one to actually get kidnapped the first by Asa, because I get the feeling he's going to try and kidnap all the Yozakuras at some point. And as for what intel Nano's group will get at the academy, that'll just wait to see. And what the parents' mission is going to be between Tai and Mutsumi, again, that's something that I have no idea what that's going to be about, and we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, what did you think of this chapter? Let me know, like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz, and this will be Lasherluke signing off. Later, guys.